Hey guys, today we are going to be talking about what to buy when you are first getting your chicks. So chicks are the easiest animal you can first start out raising. Most homesteaders start out with chicks. That is what we started out with, and because they are so easy and they can also give you back eggs, and they're just all around a great animal to have on your farm. So today we are going to be talking about what to buy when you are getting your chicks. So it can seem a little overwhelming, the thought of getting chicks, the food, the bedding, the housing. It can get pretty overwhelming, kind of just trying to figure out where to start and all this. So I'm going to show you guys where to start and how we do our chicks every time. We have done multiple batches of chickens in the past. We have done, I don't know, it's been several batches of chickens in the past and successfully. So I'm going to be sharing all of our tips with you guys today. So the first thing, we are going to be talking about what to put the chicks in. So all you have to do is go to the tote section of Walmart, and you can pick a large enough tote. If you're getting a couple chicks, then you don't really need that big of a tote. But if you're getting, maybe 10, then you'll need a pretty large tote. So they are pretty small, so to start with, you can get smaller, and then when they get bigger, you can upgrade. The next thing we're going to be talking about is the bedding. So we use wood chips every single time we get our chicks. Some people use newspaper, some people use hay. I feel that when the chicks are kind of walking around and scratching, it's kind of hard for them to scratch around in hay because, it gets twisted on their feet, and you don't want them to hurt themselves because they get twisted up in the hay. And then newspaper, it seems like newspaper is a good option, but newspaper just really seems to just get really messy very quickly. You have to change it out every day. So you can get wood chips at Tractor Supply. They are pretty cheap and they just work great because they're absorbent, and you don't have to change them. You can change them a couple times a week, but you don't have to change them every day because they do stay very clean. The next thing we are going to be talking about is the location of your chickens. We keep our chicks in our shed right behind me. I'm sitting on our porch shed right now. Inside the shed we have our chicks, and it is summertime here, and this shed is under trees, so it does not get too hot here, and then we check it several times a day to make sure it does not get too hot in there. And then at night it only gets down to about 70, 75 at night in Alabama. So we don't really have to worry about it getting too cold at night either. But in the winter time, you want to keep a heat lamp on them at all times. Chicks are very fragile to cold, so you just want to make sure you have a good heat lamp. So now let's talk about the feeders. Now for the feeders, you can use a mason jar. You can screw it to a base that you can buy from Tractor Supply. I'll put pictures and everything what the feeders look like. These are really good. We've used them for a long time. We absolutely love these feeders. And then when these chicks grow out of it, you can just use it for the next batch, and you can just reuse it until it eventually breaks. So you want to make sure with the chick waters that they are shallow. Chicks, you don't want them to, accidentally fall in the water dish and drown. So if you buy the ones from Tractor Supply, they are small, they are very shallow, so the chicks cannot drown in them, and they are very easy for them to drink out of, and they are very easy for you to refill. So the next thing we're going to be talking about is the feed. Now you cannot use regular adult chick feed for baby chicks. You have to use a starter grower. So you can start them out on that, and then as they're growing they can keep eating that food, and then eventually when they get big and start laying eggs, you can move them onto a more higher protein type of food. Next, you want to buy grit. Now grit is little bitty tiny rocks, very easy for them to eat. They just kind of eat it just along with the food. You just sprinkle it and mix it in the food. It is very important to have grit as well. Now the grit helps them in their gizzard to grind up the food and help them digest it easier. So make sure you have grit along, and you just kind of mix it in their food and they will just eat it along with the food. So the next thing you want to put in their water is apple cider vinegar. So all you have to do is put a little splash of apple cider vinegar in their water. Apple cider vinegar helps them with parasites, and it also helps improve their digestion. So I actually did a video, I'll link it here, of me talking about apple cider vinegar for chickens and all of the many benefits. So make sure you go and watch that video, and you can find out more about apple cider vinegar. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching. Leave any questions or comments in the comment section below. In the next video, we will be talking about what kinds of chickens to get. So make sure you stay tuned for that one on Wednesday. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next adventure.